All right. Well, we're consistent. We're keeping this consistent. We're doing pretty good. Yes, we're doing good.
Yeah.
We are excited to talk about this. We are halfway through Temptation Island season 6, the reboot, season 1 on Netflix, and officially season 9 overall, if you guys can believe that. Yeah. So this is actually the overall 9th season of Temptation Island.
So much better than Love is Blind.
Yes.
So much. I wasted my time on Love is Blind. I'm just going to put that
hey, it was
wasted time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Especially this season. Sorry. Normally, Love is Blind season is great, but man, this last one, don't bother. My opinion.
Just watch the finale and the reunion. Those are the best episodes, honestly.
Pretty much,
so, yeah. But anyway, we're going to talk about episodes 2 through 5 of Temptation Island. I know it's all out there. We're trying to break it down because there's so much to break down on this.
Much to unpack.
Kind of give our updates on who we think is staying together, who's right and who's wrong, which guy is winning the award for the most douchebaggish.
Oh my God.
Because I feel like there's 3 of them that are really trying to compete. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
Definitely.
You guys ready to discuss it all?
I guess.
Yeah.
And some of the guys, I would say, just they're a little douchebag, but I can understand like 1 or 2 of them, but that's it.
Oh my God!
I can
see how many
understand.
fights Ryan has against him.
Yeah. Just saying.
Let's see. All right, let's hit it. Action. Welcome back, everyone, to the Island of Reality podcast. Escape the reality of the world you live in, get into the world of reality TV. It was windy as hell today, so I want to get out of that reality. I'm JC, one of your hosts at Squint84 on Twitter. Joining me is my beautiful wife, Tina.
Hola.
And across the computer screen, we got...
Hey guys, you better check your roofs, man. Make sure all the shingles are there. That's all I'm saying. All right. Ryan D, Ryan 680, and my lovely, beautiful wife.
Woo!
A little bit more pep in that, but I'll take it.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Make sure that Kelly Ange.
Yeah, as I mentioned in the cold open here, Temptation Island, is just killing it. I think, Angela, you said it was number 3 on Netflix in the U.S. Last time you saw?
Number 3.
Yeah,
yep.
we checked earlier.
We checked earlier. Yeah, it was
nice.
number 3.
People are watching it.
Great. Yes, which is great, guys. If you are checking it out, that's awesome. Keep it spreading the word of it. I know Netflix hasn't announced I don't know if they announced it already, if there is a new season.
I hope
not
so.
officially.
Not officially, right? Okay.
But,
so
I mean,
the way it's going.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. It just needs to stay at that top 10 at least. I want to say at least 2 more weeks to make it 3 full weeks in order to get it.
Especially if they push out the reunion for like a week or 2.
The reunion should be live.
I just
no. We know how that works. It's not good. We know Netflix is trouble with streaming live events.
Before you compare it to WWE, they are different people.
Yes.
No. I know. No. I know. Yeah, they just need to get the WWE people. Just, hey guys, we need to borrow you guys for Netflix. Like, just borrow.
I think even like the MMA fight or the Tyson fight. Tyson was a Jake Paul or whatever his name is. That one was bad too. Like, it just streaming connection, all awful. But they've done on a lower scale like reality streaming with Love Is Blind. And that was a disaster. Like, I don't trust Netflix to host
because
live.
That's the issue. Is so many people wanted to tune in to see the reunion for Love Is Blind that year. Yeah. So many people wanted to tune in to see the fight with Tyson and Jake Paul. And then when they finally did get, first there were streaming issues, and then when they did see it, like, they're trying to get through it, and Nick and Vanessa didn't really know how to handle that, right? They're used to taking their time, setting everything up and stuff like that, and
disaster.
When, people know it's live, they're gonna try and bounce. You imagine Brian trying to talk his way around shit, So come on, he's gonna have a lot of. He's already doing it now, and it's recorded. So
I feel like they could take the whole time of like the reunion, just talking about Brian and his issues, but
that's the problem. You need one whole reunion episode dedicated just to him. So but we'll talk about everything. We'll talk about basically the first episode where the couples are separated and their first encounters with the temptees, the couple bonfires, the Temptation Haven, and where our predictions went on who we think was going to stay or not stay together. So I don't know. I guess we should go couple by couple on this because it seems to be the easiest way to do this.
Yeah.
First off, a little quick recaps. Episode 2, like I mentioned, we got kind of the first dates. Everyone in front of their significant others got to pick their dates, and already there's some stuff going on, some little jabs. We get our first bonfires, and we'll start with Alexa and Lino. Alexa seemed in that first bonfire was just really upset about Lino for some reason. I don't know. He just he seemed bothered by some of the stuff she was saying. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was.
I think her clip was talking with the other girl and was like, I don't need Lino.
That's
yeah, I don't need him.
Mhm.
I'm perfectly fine on my own. And I remember I think we had mentioned like it kind of, I understand why it stings for him because he's uplifted his life like 3 different times to move with her.
Right.
And for her to go on the show really early on to be like, I don't need him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really, I get where she's coming from with, wanting her own aspirations, her own career. She has plans, she has goals, but I just think the way she said it, I could see where he's hurt, but I understand where he's coming from. I don't particularly like her. I'm rooting for Lino. I hope the best for both of them, but honestly, I do think out of the couple, Lino's a better person, but that's just me.
Has your opinion changed on Alexa a bit as the season's gone on, at least like through the halfway point?
I just feel like she's... I mean, I feel like sometimes a few of the girls are not really trying to open up. And I feel like she's one of them that's just kind of like, I'm talking to you, but meh.
Right.
And I'm not really opening up about things particularly.
Mm-hmm.
I think she is a little hurt by what he's saying as far as like, I did all this stuff for you and within a month you cheated on me, and he keeps bringing it up, and I'm like, well, yeah, he's going to bring it up. Like, he uprooted his life for you.
Yeah, like several times.
Several times.
Yes.
Several times. So it's kind of like with them, I'm not sure what the main issue is besides the infidelity in the very beginning of the relationship. Other than then I feel like, how were you guys a couple for so long? And the big issue is like, she doesn't need me, but I moved three times for her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me, their whole relationship, honestly. It's like they like each other and love each other, but they're just kind of, I don't know,
hanging on in a sense.
Yeah.
And it's kind of boring to watch. No offense to them, but
I think because I think for her, it feels like a lot of it comes from, or at least a lot of things she says. It's like, well, he has the problem. He needs to get over the relationship or like the infidelity. I've proven him enough. He needs to accept it. So I still feel like you say, maybe she's not opening up and exploring other things, like not necessarily romantically with other people, but like I don't think she's had a lot of self-reflection in this experiment so far of, it's okay to have ambitions and goals, but you also, if you love someone, if you want to have a life with them, you include them in that too. I don't know. It's just, that's for me what I don't like about her. It's very closed off.
And then he's kind of boring because he doesn't really want to even talk to girls for like a few days.
Yeah.
And now he's like, okay, maybe I should try to talk to one. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, but it's okay to talk to them. You don't have to be like the other guys. I mean, don't go the whole complete opposite way like the other 3. But you can at least talk to them, try to get to know them, have conversations. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know. For him, it's like every time they put him on the screen, I'm like, so this guy's just sitting there.
I mean, yeah, he's content to friends on everybody, it seems
Apparently, yeah.
But we're going back to like the main issue in the relationship. Obviously, they've been together over 3 years, but in the first month, she's exclusive. Well, she's exclusive with somebody else, and Lino's feeling like second choice, right?
Yeah.
And so she's sitting there saying he's got to get over that. But
how?
Ryan, you and I would agree, if the roles were reversed, everyone would be defending her, saying, "Well, she's going to bring it up every for the rest of your life, pretty much, right?" I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I would.
Yeah. Okay, then. So
I would too, Tina. I'm sorry.
I know. So why is this such a major issue for him to be bringing it up for her?
Because he's a guy.
I mean,
because most guys wouldn't put up with it, honestly.
Right.
Most guys would have dated her for that many years and followed her around after that, probably. My assumption.
I do hope that he opens up a little bit more.
Me too.
And has fun. Not necessarily extreme fun like the other guys, but just at least have fun and let loose and actually get to, like you say, talk to somebody.
Yeah. Get to know somebody.
Yeah, get to know somebody.
But we gotta bring on the filthy here, which is, two things. Either she's good at sex and he doesn't want to leave that and he just doesn't want to break that up. She's good at sex, or two, that's his home.
Or she's making the money.
It's home, where she's making the money and that's his home. Like that's like he doesn't have that much money aside, and so finances could really take a part into it to where like he relies on her.
I don't personally just seeing him on TV, I don't get the vibe that he's taking advantage or that he's just using her for sex. I don't get that vibe from him. I just get that he probably put in a lot of effort uprooting his life several times, and he doesn't want that effort to go to waste.
It's not taking advantage, especially when you get used to a routine almost,
But he's also a really quiet guy in general. So I don't know if he were to like break up with her, he'd be like, "Oh man, I don't even know how to date again,"
Right.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. So
and that's the other struggle, because it's like, damn, you have to start all over.
Yeah, you do.
And so I don't know if he wants to really go through that whole again.
It's a lot. Dating now is crazy.
And you think about it like, okay, if you're dating somebody and they got a career move where it's going to take them to another city, labor and delivery nurse. That's what she is. She's a travel nurse. She's trying to start her own clinic. And you want to keep this relationship going. Damn well long distance is difficult. Flights are expensive. Driving is expensive. You're trying to make that time.
She works a lot of hours, I assume.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. So
and you have to have trust. Major trust.
And, this day and age, you don't see a lot of that.
Yeah.
So for him to make that sacrifice of his own, he's leaving everything he knows behind to follow her or be with her. So, understand why he's upset. Who wouldn't be in that respect? You're your second choice, and he's going to feel like second choice, even though as much as she says he wasn't, he's going to feel that way. That's just the way of it.
Most definitely.
All right. First question for the next couple to Ryan. Ryan, does Tyler have bitch tendencies, as Taylor said at a bonfire, or not a bonfire, but it was bonfire footage. But do you guys think that Tyler has bitch tendencies, as Taylor put it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not sorry. I can't describe it, but I feel like, yes, I believe her. Yeah, he probably has.
Yeah. I feel like his dating around the house and with Kay, right, is so awkward. It
is.
It's weird. Yeah.
And I feel like he looked for the girl that looks the most like his girl.
Like
even though the first date he picked someone that was completely opposite. Like
right.
So,
but I feel like as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh my god, that girl looks just like. Taylor. Like literally looks the same.
Yeah.
Didn't she point out though, like that girl Kay was his type to a T? Wasn't that?
Yeah.
When she walked out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I mean,
and that's basically. But I'm telling you, like, if you look at her, you look at Taylor, I'm like, holy crap, they could be like twins. They look pretty much very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even their body build, everything is similar. So I'm like, okay, so. I don't know. He's a very interesting guy because he's like, I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I also want to talk to this girl. I feel like whenever he's at a bonfire and like Mark's trying to tell him something, he just is like very good at BSing.
Mm-hmm.
And he just says like the most like, yes, I'm working on myself and all this stuff. And it's just like, what the hell did you just say?
Mm-hmm.
Like you didn't even make sense. And it doesn't even make sense to what everything's pertaining to right now. Like, I'm like, what? No. Did you not understand?
What was the issue with their Their relationship. He was the one that was married, and then he jumped into the relationship with Taylor, right?
He was married. He met her at the gym, I think. And then they began dating a few months after he separated from his now ex-wife.
And then,
so legally, he was still married when they started dating. Yeah.
So they were the one. I thought it was Grant.
No, it was Tyler's the one that was married. And I guess Taylor, because Tyler really, he never got that time in between marriage and a relationship, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So it was. I think in a way, Taylor's worried about. I was the temptation before, and now he's with me. Like, how do I know I can trust him going forward, right?
Yeah.
How do we know he's not going to repeat the same pattern?
That's right. Because when Kay started dancing, and then he goes, "You're trouble. Oh my God, you're trouble."
Oh, trouble. Yeah.
And then she was like, "That is the exact words he told me when we started dating."
That's kind of a general thing guys say, though. I mean,
not everybody.
Really, he doesn't say that.
I mean.
JC, you don't say that.
I don't say that, no, but I would think I've heard that term a lot,
But to be fair, for him to say that to her, to Taylor on like their first meeting or whatever, and then to say this to this new girl,
he knows what he was saying. He knows what he was doing.
Yes, and I just
bitch tendency.
Yeah, I can't describe it, but I see it and I get it. Like, it's there. And I don't know. I think also, didn't he early on in one of the bonfires, one of the clips, he had said like pretty much their relationship's over anyway.
Yeah.
And so I don't get why he's so hurt by it.
Yeah.
In a sense. But again, that's just me. I don't know. He's a strange one.
He is an interesting one. I mean, he did take the longest to kiss his girl.
But he waited till they got into the Temptation Haven to do it. They were the first one in the Haven, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Yes,
was it?
They were.
They
were, yes.
Yeah.
Because all they did was go in there to talk and kiss.
Yeah.
And then they came out, and then that's when Grant went in.
Yeah. Okay.
More than that.
But they had the sleepover before. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Where they cuddled.
Well, the shower.
The cuddling.
Well, with Taylor and Tyler. Yeah.
Taylor and Tyler was the cuddling.
They didn't take a shower.
Yeah.
Those are other people.
Question for you guys. Okay, at what point is Taylor upset? The cuddling or the kiss? Like, at which part does she sit there and say it's over?
Well, she did say, though, right before she gave her input on that, was the fact that they did talk about no cuddling, no kissing,
no touching.
So if that's, if that conversation did happen, then obviously she's, it's wrong. He knows it. But if there was no conversation that happened, then I mean,
I think
fair game.
I think she'd probably be more upset by the cuddling because that's such an intimate thing to do.
Yeah.
Like you kiss, yeah.
She's saying you can fuck, and then cuddling doesn't count.
No, I'm not. No. We're talking about kissing and
calm
cuddling.
down.
Hey, we're graduating up to the Brianne stage.
I was like, yeah.
You say that there. But I think if she had to choose between the kissing and the cuddling, she'd probably be more upset by the cuddling because it's more intimate. And I think that's what she's wanting from him, for him to open up.
What if it's a makeout versus cuddling?
Didn't he say something too about the fact that, or she said something about the fact that's all I ever wanted from Tyler was like more affection?
Yeah.
And he never did that. And he's giving her all the affection, that girl.
For like someone new, right? Because how long has she been with this guy? For like a year, 2 years,
year and a half, couple years, I think.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on.
See, over 2 years.
Over 2 years, yeah.
So I mean, I would be upset if this girl that he's just met on this island, it's been a couple weeks, he's giving more affection than we have in the past 2 years. You know what I mean? Like I would be upset.
And they established Tyler and Kay, I think, are the ones that say both of their love languages are physical touch. So if he's not giving that to Taylor, I mean, I don't know what her love language is. Is it if he's not showing that affection? Yeah, I would. If your love language is physical touch, you're probably seeking it out. So, I don't know. That's a weird one. But now we're graduating to where it gets really bad. I'm not that saying that like Tyler's not that much better, but Grant and Ashley.
This is a joke.
Now, to be fair, Ashley to me always kind of annoyed me because she has that resting bitch face look on her face every time. Like everything is just annoying her, whatever, you know. But then you see the shit that her boyfriend's doing. Is like, okay, now I understand it.
Yeah.
He has a resting bitch face too.
He has a resting douche face.
That's there we go. Douche face.
He always looks confused. He's like,
pretty much between Grant and Brion, if you were doing a drinking game watching Temptation Island and you'd be drinking every time there's some douchebaggery on the screen, you'd be drunk just watching these two.
Yep.
But
you couldn't even make it to the first one episode without getting buzz because it's just And I will say, like, watching these episodes, I thought, they would say something shocking or do something shocking. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's shocking, right? Like, it can't get any worse than that. It does. And every time my jaw just drops, it just drops at like how bad.
Or they do something bad and then they like justify it and you're just like, what the hell is wrong with you?
We'll get to Brion in a second. Don't worry.
The way Grant too, but the way my jaw just would drop because I'm like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way.
How did you say it in our group text? The audacity.
The audacity. These guys have both of them.
Audacity.
Because they don't want to be the villain in their own story.
No, they want to be the victim.
They don't want to be. No, they don't want to be the villain, but they want to justify it. That's why. They want to justify their actions.
I'm good. I'm not the bad guy here.
Yeah, I'm not.
Bro, Grant,
he literally said, I'm not the bad guy. That's what he said. He said, I'm not the bad guy here.
The first kiss of the season was Grant and Natalie, episode 3.
Yeah,
you're the first one to break that trust, dude. Like, it's the only people that didn't put any restrictions on any boundaries was Alexa and Lino.
And they haven't done anything.
From the side of each other's and like the what do you call it, Ashley's side or like I just from the first episode we got and then we kind of progressed on. I was like, you know what, they're toxic towards each other.
They really are,
and they don't deserve. They really honestly. That relationship was probably over way years ago, however many. It just felt like it lingered over, and they were just holding on to something that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, also, I think we have said in the past that we believe past couples who've been brought on here get brought on here to end it and meet someone new, and I feel like that was
in their case.
This is what happened. Like I don't know if he brought her on here or what.
And she's right. She was right on.
He probably brought her on there to him and Brian got on the show to find some ass, some new with someone new.
Well, Brian's something different, but sticking on Ashley's and everything. So Ashley, honestly, I agree with her statement. That she said I forgot what episode it was, but she was all like, "If this cannot be the first. He cannot have cheated on me one time after the fact that he only met this girl a few days or whatever." And it just
if it was so easy for him,
but so easy to do it now. Like I'm pretty sure he cheated on me countless times. I don't know how many times.
Yeah, because I think she had said it was the one time.
And I agree. But here's the thing, though. At the end of the day, we don't know the way they treat each other behind, before cameras. And I'm not saying that's an excuse, but at the same time, though, I'm kind of saying like it just seems to me, looking at a personal level, because I do see it in certain family member couples that have been toxic, and it ends up being, and they get a divorce and it ends up being a lot better for themselves. So at the end of the day, I feel like that they have the resemblance, the body language that I have personally seen and experienced firsthand. To see it, like I kind of see that a lot.
Yeah, me and JC were also saying, like, if they could do this in front of a camera, knowing there's a camera, and
camera with night vision, by the way, in the bathroom.
Oh man,
stupid ass.
Yeah,
stupid. That means that they can do it. They've been doing it behind your back this whole time. Because it's so easy for them to do it in front of a camera. It's so easy for them to do it when no one's around.
Well, he didn't know the camera was night vision.
Exactly.
She definitely told him.
Did he really think that it would not show? Because he turned off the light. Is he? Oh my gosh, really?
I mean, the dude's that dense,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I was reading the synopsis on the relationship. On again, off again for a year and a half. He cheated about a month in. She's still overcoming trust issues. And his biggest concern coming on here was they didn't want Ashley talking poorly about him. So he's insecure about that. But dude, you were by the first bonfire, she saw you kiss someone else. The second bonfire, you were probably getting your knob slobbed in the shower. I don't know if there was actual sex going on, but it sounded like she was taking care of you.
No, it was sex. He was fucking her.
I think they did.
I didn't hear any moaning on her side. That's the thing. That's why I think only he was getting taken care of. You don't hear anything on her side. Spoiler alert, when you start getting into episode 6 deeply, when they go into the Temptation Haven, then you start to hear a bit more. So
more than once.
Yes, exactly. So obviously, she's coming out of that second bonfire and she's already proclaiming herself single.
And then what's her name too? The girl that he's with, I forgot her name. Natalie. She caught him on his bullshit because he wanted her to get jealous. And I love that because right before the interview, the one-on-one interview, he was all like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get her jealous." And then at the very end of that, he's all like, "No, I wasn't trying to get you jealous." She's like, "No, don't like." She was like, "Don't." I know you are. I know you're trying to get me jealous. You're trying to be that girl. I'm not that girl.
How old is this guy? He's like 28, right?
So the fact that she caught him out on his bullshit is just so funny.
Yeah,
and so
he's like 28.
Grant's
so
28.
Yeah, and so I'm like, dude, those are high school games. Because he's like, oh yeah, Ashley has some sass. She likes it when we would go to the bar and she would make her jealous or something like that. So I'm gonna do this.
So I'm gonna do the same thing with
Natalie. Has a sassy side, and I'm like, dude, what kind of high school drama llama is this?
Yeah,
you're grown ass adults. This girl is 6 years younger than you, and she's more mature than you. Like,
and it was the body shots and everything. Remember the
body shots, and he was. I mean. Really, did you think that that's what women want? Like, no, we're at an age where we don't have to fight over men. Like, come on, if you don't want her, you don't want her. Don't do this playing and trying to get her jealous and worked up because you want her to fight over you. Don't do that. Like, dude, grow up. That was so gross. Ick.
Very.
Yeah.
Very ick.
But she's like, okay, do you think Natalie's in this looking for a relationship, or do you think she's really just trying to have some fun?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I think have some fun, but I do think she's catching feelings. But I do think maybe her coming on the show was, sadly, to kind of promote her own self for clout. I do think.
Right.
I don't think she came on for a relationship, for love per se.
Mm-hmm.
I do think she's catching feelings, so maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit.
I think she still gets a little irritated at certain things that he does or says. Mm-hmm. So she's kind of like, okay, I'm here for you, but I think she's also trying to protect herself too, because I think she knows like this guy doesn't know what he wants.
Mm-hmm. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's baloney.
But I'm having fun with you, but I don't think you know what you want, especially after what was it? I don't know if it's part of. I'm assuming it is when he woke up and he was like, I miss her.
Oh
after they just had fun in the shower too.
Yeah, they
everyone in the tent too. I thought.
Was it after the tent?
It was both, I think.
Well, that's getting in episode 6.
And he woke up and he was like, I miss her. I miss her. And I'm like, what?
I know. And he was like, oh, I hope that she can, I think he had said a line that really just enraged me. It was like, I hope that Ashley could see like past my flaws and see who I am or something like that. And I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, come on. You just slept with somebody and you want to play the victim. Like, no.
Yeah. So that's right. So it's Tyler and Taylor first in the Haven. And literally probably not even 5 minutes later, we get Grant and Natalie. And then they're full on doing it, obviously.
Because, you can hear sound.
You can hear it. Everything. And I think it was the next day, Grant was like, maybe that's the one time, whatever. And in my head, I'm thinking, like, was it bad or something? Like, what's going on here?
Or he just kind of like, okay, I've already did it twice with her.
Yeah.
And I'm good.
I think he only got it once. I think he was just getting oral the first time in the shower. Yeah. I really do. So.
But either way, I think maybe they did it and then he was like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. I'm good.
I
don't know. It's just really weird.
Yeah.
For him to act the next day like, oh, I miss Ashley. What the hell, dude?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean?
Didn't Mark call him out though on one of the bonfires? Like, all I hear is you saying what she needs to work on and you need to do in a reflection.
The very first bonfire.
Yes, right.
But he's still in his confessional saying it's about her.
Yep.
He still is, and dudes.
No, it's you, bro. It's you too.
Okay. Well, challenging Grant for the award of douchebag stupidest is Brian.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And
punch.
Look, we'll get to Shantae in a second. Brian, obviously, all his thing has been about she doesn't match my sexual energy. Doesn't match my sexual energy. This and that. Like I've had threesomes before. I want threesomes. You won't do it. Whatever. Blah blah blah. That's his whole big thing. And then two of the girls, it's Courtney and who's the other one?
Alexa.
Alex was not Alexa. That's one of the couples. Alex.
No, Alex.
Yeah. Courtney and Alex just come out and say, "Look, let's see if he backs up the big game that he talks." And they make it a point, approach him and say, "Let's go have some fun in your bathroom." You know, they go in themselves. He for a second he's looking around like he's contemplating. Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? He's like wondering, should I do this?
Should I do this?
Like he thought about it. Like, is it okay? Blah blah blah. A funny part, there's no camera in that bathroom, but there was in Grant's.
I think there is a camera in that bathroom,
but it was really bad.
But I feel like the girls were probably already naked, and they don't. Obviously, they're not going to show that.
It's Netflix.
Yeah,
I know that, but they're not going to show that part.
Yeah, especially I think it's because it was a threesome in a bathroom. I don't think it's not TV.
I just don't think that. I think there is a camera in there, but I think they were probably like, "Yeah, we're not going to show that."
Or they threw some clothes over it, so.
We did see ass and tits, and they were just blurred out a little bit.
Yeah, but
afterwards,
yeah. They're like, "It's morning." I was like that.
Yeah,
that was good.
I mean, you hear everything. Obviously, he starts it off. I like to watch. You hear some slapping, like, okay, that's definitely something happening. I had a feeling he was going to try and deny, like.
No, he full on was like, "Hey, the threesome."
Yeah, I thought maybe he was going to deny, say, "No, I just watched her do stuff. Her do stuff." Next day, he's bragging about it. And
he's definitely, except for the girl that he goes on the date with.
Yes.
Which I forgot her name.
So
Mia.
Mia.
It wasn't Mia. It was the one of the new ones, Angel. Right?
No, this was Mia.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
No, because Mia gets eliminated. Remember?
That's right. It's
Angel.
Maya. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the thing that infuriated me the most about his bragging was he had said like, my two fantasies of a threesome are so and so and so and so and so and so and so so. So he's like, now that I've done the one,
that's right.
Now I'm gonna work on the other set. Yeah. The other set.
And but then he starts saying like, no, I think I'm good now. I just needed one and I'm good now.
Yeah, and
that's BS, bro.
I do like how you say on that date when he's massaging her and she's asking him questions. She's basically calling him out on his baloney.
When was your last threesome? He says it's been like what?
Oh, it's been a while.
It's been a minute
or a year or something like that.
No, he just said it's been a while.
I think she knows the answer to that. She knows. Yeah. And the girls talk. I mean, women talk, I
think also that conversation, what infuriated me was you see how hypocritical he is. Because she asked, what are your non-negotiables in a woman?
I need a Christian woman.
Good Christian woman. And I'm like, excuse me.
And then the first thing she says, like, but that doesn't make sense because you say about the threesome. Well, you think you're
God knows my heart.
And God knows my heart. And my heart, I think it's okay. And it's just like, what?
Okay.
And she calls him out on that. And I love that for her.
Tina and I confirmed Catholics, right? Right. I think you and Angela are Christianity.
Christian agnostic.
Christian, yeah. We're confirmed Catholics.
Technically he's agnostic.
I consider myself agnostic too as well. Yeah. I've grown up with the Bible. I went to Catholic high school. Is there anything that you guys can see in the Bible that might be twisted in anything that a threesome is perfectly okay?
While you're married or in a relationship, I should say.
Yeah, they're not even married. What do you think, Ryan? You have more verse in this than I do.
Yeah.
I mean,
didn't one of them?
I can see Ryan Broderick all the Psalms in his head.
Right?
Well,
I don't like. I'm gonna criticize because the excuse that he was saying was like, yeah, I don't get what he was saying because he was trying to justify it. He's like, God knows my heart and everything, and in a sense, he is true. But when it comes down to that, when it comes to the simple fact is that you're in a relationship and you cheated on her. It says in the Bible, "Thou shalt not cheat." But it's like, there's definitely a lot of bullshit that he says, and I just don't believe it for one second. And there's no sign of godliness in him that I see outside. Again, actions speak louder than words. It says that on the, it's so many things to where, like,
because he contradicts himself.
If you haven't, if it's the same thing where, like, where Jesus said, if you haven't sinned, throw the first stone. It's like, it's a lot of it has to do with the fact that he's hiding behind the religion of Christianity. And that's the thing that kind of ticks me off and pisses me off. But again, though, I go back to where I have to say the facts here too, is that, I grew up in a very Christian base. I was raised a Christian. I went to church every single weekend my whole entire life. And have I had a threesome? Yeah, I have. What is that, a relationship? No, I wasn't.
But it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
I mean, you were single. Yeah.
And so,
at the same time,
so I have to justify that, because I have to say the facts there too. And so, but at the same time, I'm kind of just like, you did this. Don't say that. Own it. Own it. You did it. The difference is that you were or are, or however you want to play it, that you're in a relationship. That
the thing that bothers me about that is, like you say, he hides behind religion, and he does that because he wants to be the good guy, right? He wants to be the Christian, but then he also wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to have a woman who's godly and has good morals, good values.
I don't think he knows what he wants.
No, he doesn't. And then I think so he also wants a freaky deek in the sheets, but then he is like basically saying, well, I need my needs fulfilled, and because God knows what's in my heart, but you need to be.
But see,
a godly woman.
Okay, let's bring up the more facts. Is that if he's sticking to that religion thing, the basic fact is that lust is a sin in the Bible. Lusting, it just you cannot say, I want a godly woman, but yet you want a freaking by all means, if you're married, you can be a freak with your wife, by all means. There's no sin against that. But here's the thing. I understand it, but here's the thing. No, it never says in the Bible it's okay to cheat or anything like that. It's
just
never,
because your needs aren't being met.
And God does talk about, like, yes, it's just, there's a lot of temptation out there, and it talks about like a lot of how you say it, like anything that's outside of the marriage is considered the devil working in your head trying to tempt you and everything. So you really get a sense of that, and you really like how can you say God knows my heart, but yet those are the devil, that's the devil aspects, the devil tempting you to get out of your relationship, to cheat on your wife, to it's that
to have your needs constantly fulfilled.
You can have your needs and eat it too. Same thing with the way, again, not going too godly, but sorry, the same thing, the way that devil was tempting Jesus when he was doing his walk. He said, you could turn that rocks into, you turn that rocks into bread. You can really, really I can make you the king of this world. But yet Jesus knew that, like, no, you're not going to tempt me. Like he knew.
For those wondering, this is relevant because we're in the middle of Lent right now, so this is a bit relevant.
It's funny. We just had fish.
Yeah.
I know it's a Catholic thing, but we just had fish.
Yeah, but because and the thing too that ticks me off, that really pisses me the F off, is because, like, you cannot hide. Like, why would you do that? Like, that's like, awful. Why would you do something like that? If you can do that and try to hide behind a religion that's been sacred and and everything, it's just so idiotic. It's so stupid.
But people, go ahead.
What really got me even more upset was the fact that afterwards he was like, I got it out of my system.
Yeah.
So now, Shante, I'm okay now. Like, I'm good. I don't need to do that again.
Yeah.
She's gonna accept me for me, and it's because I know her.
No.
She's gonna accept me for me because she loves me, and it's okay because I'm justified because I got it out of my system, and I'm like,
I thought this. You was sitting there saying, I thought this was the one thing holding me back, but now that I did it, I'm realizing no, there's something else. I think Chantel still want me. The sad part is he might be right.
Oh my God, I hope
because
not.
When you
don't want to bonfire yet, but
no, well, okay, but when you see the way Shanti has been in the house up to this point,
poor girl.
All she's worried about, I mean, the first night someone went in the Temptation Haven, all she's worried about is that was Breon.
I know.
Yeah.
It
All she was
broke
wearing
my
was a
heart.
I know.
I think also she was like, she's very much told all the guys, like, I'm not trying to find any romantic connections with y'all. She automatically shut it down. Almost like, what's his name? Leon?
Leon.
Yeah,
Leon. Like, where they're just
Leon,
yeah.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm here, but I'm not going to try anything.
And that's the thing, too. It takes away the experience. And I feel like that you're not really going. Yeah, you're not really going. And that's the thing, too. I think it's how you say it? Misinformed. I feel like that, yeah, like, because you know what show you're going on, right? But at the same time, I think they've seen, I mean, I'm assuming that they've seen at least 1 or 2 episodes of past seasons, and they're like, oh, well, they're going for lust, they're going for this, or whatever. So I feel like that she didn't want to be portrayed in that. But at the same time, though, you can have an emotional connection with someone in Temptation Island. It's kind of hard, but I mean, obviously they look good. Everyone's looks like a model, but it's like, you know, it's definitely one of those things to where like you can't have an emotional or even a different kind of relationship that you never thought could be expected out of
or you can
out of a guy and everything.
You can just learn
or a girl
what you've been missing that or what you want in a relationship. So like how she's not getting the security. She's always worried that she's not enough for him. Maybe when she opens up to a guy, she'll learn like, you know what, I am enough. I bring a lot to a relationship. I think she knows that, but I think her constant hang up of like, oh, I need more sexual satisfaction. I think that's really in her mind and messes with her because I think she knows her worth, but I feel like she gets knocked down pegs because of the way he is.
Well, she said that like, oh, we have good.
Yeah, like we have a great sex life.
I don't think so. Honestly, I mean, I think that's
probably
her point
great
of view
for her, but it's not meaning fully what he wants. Like he said it. He obviously wants to do freaky shit. He's trying to introduce that, whatever. I mean, he cheated early on in their relationship, been together a year. But
I think he's cheated more than once.
I'm sure. I'm sure she probably knows that too. But the fact that she is like dealt with his talk about constantly wanting to try this. If you're dating a guy and that's all he's bugging you about, would you still want to be with him?
No.
That's why I worry that she just takes it because she's afraid to be alone. I get that vibe from her, seeing her on TV. She's afraid to be alone. You know?
Or start over.
Yeah, or start over, if you will, you know?
I mean,
like I think she has the mentality like
that's everyone's.
I can change this guy. I can change this guy.
No, you can't, baby girl.
Yeah, I know, and it's
and how many women are really fall under that umbrella of really fall like I can change him and
a
lot.
You know, and on the Brianna side of things, if you're looking for someone that's going to match your sexual energy and all that, Courtney's your girl. Mm-hmm. Like, why aren't you taking her on a date instead of wasting Amaya's time? Right?
Yeah.
Because obviously Amaya, even though she's sitting there getting a massage from him, she was sitting there saying in the confessional, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dumb.
She said it straight up. He doesn't know what he wants.
He doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know how to carry a conversation. When you try and get to those deep questions, Brianna was getting annoyed.
Yeah, he was
like, why the fuck are you talking this shit? I don't want to talk about this.
I was like, damn.
Oh, that was a turn off that she's asking these questions. Yeah, I'm like, dude, that's what a relationship is.
It's because because she's calling him out, and
she called him out. Yeah, because she called him out on his bullshit.
She called him out with that big old ass sticking out.
She did have a big.
She did have a big ass. Angela, me and Angela were like, damn, she got a big ass.
I feel like a lot of people on this season it's all a booty season, but not.
Hey, I'm okay with that. I'm an ass guy. I'm okay with that.
I'm not. But you know,
I know this season they really like the boobs. Hey, I'll just say, remember those bracelets we were in high school? I love boobies.
Oh, I love boobies. I used to have them.
I still have mine.
It's for breast cancer.
For breast cancer. Hey, support breast cancer. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, breast cancer awareness and baseball. Yes. Protect second base. That's my thing. So,
yep, I'm for it too. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So this guy, I just worry that's what's going to happen. Is they're gonna stay together.
I worry too.
I just worry about that. You know,
I worry she's just gonna take it. It's just like it's fine. It's like, no, it's not, baby girl.
Yeah.
It's not
do you
fine.
think that if they do end up staying together, that he will cheat on her again eventually?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because in his mind, he's like, you know, he's already talking.
I can get away with it. I can get away with it.
But it doesn't change my feelings for her. She'll be okay with it. Like there was no emotion behind it. We watched part of episode 6. And this quote literally came from him.
Mm-hmm.
A threesome is not cheating. It's when you have that one-on-one sex, there's more emotion behind it. That's cheating.
That's what he says.
Well, see,
that's his literal justification for it.
Okay, and I kind of understand what he means because one-on-one is more intimate. Totally understand that, but it's still cheating.
Yeah.
Yes, is one-on-one a little bit more like personable,
intimate,
and meaningful, and intimate. So I understand what he means by that, but it's still cheating, man. It's
still just cheating. As bad. Yeah.
I think the quote from episode 6 where he's talking about it, I think one of the girls asked him, "Do you think she'll forgive you?" And he's like, "Oh yes, absolutely. I think we'll come out of this our relationship stronger."
Yeah.
She's probably done it before. That's why he's so confident. That's the
Girl,
only reason he could have said that.
Girl,
I really feel, and let's be honest here, you know, threesome is not really technically cheating if your significant other is okay with it. Everything's okay with it. Everyone's happy because you can have that.
Okay with it, or
you can have that. Yeah, right? You can have that. You can have a threesome with even people who are in open marriages. You can have that.
But that's the difference.
Let's get criticizing that.
Yeah,
it's consensual.
Yeah.
It's everyone wants it. It's
he has flat out said no.
So, she said no, and I don't know. I feel like obviously he's not okay with that, so therefore he's gonna go get it somewhere else. I'm gonna go get my niche somewhere else, and I think he's going about. I mean, honestly, if I was him and I really want, like, I feel like that you're going about it totally wrong. You need to kind of ease it in a way if he wants to have that experience with her and kind of share. But I think he just wants more pussy. No, and at the end of the day, he wants to try more pussy. Try different flavors.
You know what I think he wants? He really wants. I think he really wants to be a man hoe, a fuck boy. Do all the freaky deaky things that he wants to do, but at the end of the day, come home to a wife, girlfriend to take care of him. I think that's what he wants. He wants.
And that's probably what Shantae does. Yeah.
Yeah, she takes care of him. She cooks, she cleans, she gives him attention, gives him all that stuff, takes care of him, and that's not how it works. And I think he thinks that that's normal and okay. And if that's what works for some people, great. But obviously, that doesn't work for Shantae.
Yeah,
she does not want that. She wants him committed.
Yep.
And I do agree. I think that maybe she thinks she can change him. Which is unfortunate. She deserves so much better.
She does.
Do you see it though, where at the end okay, well, first off, let me back up. You probably have already seen this, but do you think her seeing the clip of the threesome changes her attitude going forward? Do you think she'll open up more?
I'll save that for next episode.
Because we know what happens.
Because we know her reaction. And it's
telling.
It's telling.
That's just
it
makes me so mad.
Yeah. I will say this, because we were supposed to watch up to episode 5, but
sorry, I can't stop.
It's too good.
If it was up to me, I would have already been done with it.
But that's how good it is, right? Yeah. They get to another bonfire, and right when they're about to show Breon's clip to Shantae, it cliffhangers you to episode 7.
Okay.
Yeah, so preparing everybody if you're following along with us. Yeah, but
and you're like, no.
But I mean, just up to the.
And then I look at JC, I'm like, show it. I have to know.
I know that's what got us last time.
So
we watched up to a little bit of episode 7.
Look, I think let's just do this. Obviously, at the end of this season, we make predictions. Who's going to stay together? Who's going to leave? Whatever. Mm-hmm. When it comes to Alexa and Leon, do you think they stay together or do they go their separate ways?
I think they stay together.
I don't think they stay together. No.
I think they're the only one that stays together.
I don't think they stay together.
I don't think they stay.
I think they stay together. Honestly,
I don't think so. I hope. I hope they both open up more, and I hope they both talk and go on dates and enjoy, because it doesn't seem like they're having fun, either one of them.
I think they stay together, but I don't think anything changes. That makes sense.
Okay.
I don't think they learned anything from it.
Taylor and Tyler.
Hell no.
Hell no.
No.
Do they? Okay, so I think we all agree they're not going to stay together.
Right.
Does either one of them leave with somebody else?
Yes.
Maybe him with Kay.
Him.
I as much as I think he's feeling Kay, I just don't see him ready to jump from the relationship he's at to a new one. I just don't see it.
Okay. Good. Honestly, that's the thing he needs right now, is to be freaking single and on his own. Mm-hmm. But I think he's going to be with Kay because he doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Grant and Ashley, this one's pretty easy. Ashley's already proclaiming herself single, so that's easy. They're not going to end up together.
No.
Oh, I hope not, girl. I hope she doesn't.
I hope you keep stand on business.
Yes.
I know they still have to do the message, to each other, and I hope she doesn't like fall back and like, oh, he doesn't mean it. No, girl, stand your ground. You saw the baloney. You realized what he was doing to you. You deserve better. Move on.
Does Grant? Grant. I think on Grant. Is Grant going to leave with Natalie or leave on his own?
I don't think Natalie's gonna put up with his bullshit eventually.
I don't think he'll leave with Natalie now.
I think he'll leave by himself.
I think
he'll choose Natalie, but Natalie will turn him down.
Ooh, that would be great.
That's what I think.
That would be wonderful. Karma.
Yeah,
that would be great.
That's what I think is going to happen because I can tell she's getting annoyed right now. It's
a back and forth.
It's just dick for her. It's just sex at this point. So
because he's going back and forth with his feelings, and she's just like
And now Brianna and Shantae.
Hell to the no. I hope to dear God. No.
I hope. I am so hoping, praying that she just gets the strength she needs to leave his butt behind and never look back.
I think, when they get to the final date portion, I think women are going to start getting sick of Brianna's bullshit, even worse so than Grant, right? So I think when he tries to ask someone on a final date, they're probably going to turn him down.
Yeah, because even because they started, I don't know if you noticed, like some clips, like he said something and the girls were like, he's weird.
They just like look at
Yeah, there was one where one of the girls that hasn't got a lot of screen time, I think it was like Nikki. She was talking to, I think it was Kay, and then they had mentioned Brianna. She's like, "Yeah, there's just something off about him. Like,
yes,
I don't like it. Like
he's a weird guy. And
he's weird.
So I'm saying, but there's more clips of people saying he's weird.
I think he's gonna try and take 2 girls on a final date just so you can have one more threesome because it's not that bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he.
I think after that threesome, though, I think a lot of the girls in that filler are just gonna be like, "Yeah, we're not."
Courtney still seems interested, though. That's the thing.
But I think she's because she's into that, and like I said, I don't know if she's, because I know she's like, "Oh, he wants to have fun." Yeah, I don't know if she's open to having an open relationship with him, or she's just, "Oh yeah, I'm just having fun. We're not. It's not a thing." It's just
it was her suggestion that her and Alex do that. So she's obviously open to it.
No, I mean like to a relationship. Like I don't know if it's just to have fun,
like be an open relationship.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I fear that they're going to leave together because I fear that Brian's not gonna. He doesn't want any emotional attachment to any girl. He's just gonna have fun, and he's gonna want to take her. And I fear she's gonna take him back because she's done it before.
Do you think he came on the show for a hall pass?
Pretty much. I feel in some way he did. And that's the thing. I fear if they do leave together, Shantae's just doing it to give in to him. She's not going to grow as much as a person. And eventually she may give in to a threesome because she thinks that's the only way it's going to keep him happy.
That's the sad part.
Sad.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
It's sad. I agree. So, but I hope not for her sake. But
I really
that's
hope
what I fear.
Not. And I really hope the other girls help her understand that this isn't right.
Yeah.
Especially since, Ashley and Taylor are basically like, fuck them. Mm-hmm. And I really hope that they talk to her and they're like, girl, are you crazy? Like, you don't be with him. Mm-hmm. I hope, but
I will ask this one more question. I know we didn't talk about it, but the Haven, how do you guys feel about the lighting whenever someone goes into the Haven?
I think that's pretty cool because I remember last season when it was whenever somebody was given in temptation, there was a light that would just turn on, right?
Yeah.
And it was in the common room, right? Like just like the one.
Just everywhere, like a common room. There was a single light, whatever. The fact that it's a Haven and the whole complex lights up.
That's wonderful.
Like I think
so much better.
Even the bedrooms,
everything. The bedrooms, they even wake up. Like it's like, damn, it's everywhere.
Apocalypse is happening. Another coronavirus. Who knows? But like this, just like whoa, like what the hell? It's scary but shocking, right? And it was just funny. Like only a few hours after they announced it, the first person went in, and the girls were all pissed off.
Yeah.
And obviously Shantae's worried it's Brianne. And then when it turns around and goes the other way,
They're like, the boys were like, what the hell?
Yeah, now this is how I felt. Now and they start to feel the fear, you know?
And I think the second time that happened, where a girl went into the Haven, they're like, no, quick, we gotta go in, we gotta show them. And like, they were very petty about it.
Yeah.
That was very petty. And I was like, dude.
Guys,
I think that's a bit of the alcohol talking. So, yeah.
That's their age being, or them being immature is what it is.
Mm-hmm. So.
They're like, we need to one up them.
Like, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah, that was funny.
I thought it was very interesting.
I thought we're gonna go up one.
Yeah, Brian said that. He's like, we're gonna one up them. He's like, Grant, you and Natalie go there right now. Like, he didn't want to do it. He had his bitch ass had to tell someone else to do it.
And Grant's like, okay,
I'll go.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I wish it would have kept going throughout the night. Boom, boom, boom.
Just back and forth.
Yeah, like I mean, and the girls didn't even do anything. I think only one person like kissed or made out for like 2 seconds, and that was it. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And the guys, they were all having sex in there. I was like, damn. I said, dude, the girl just went in there. I remember the first couple in the girls' side just went in there just to see it, and it fucking ringed off, and then they took it. It's just funny how they took it.
I wonder. I'm curious though. I wonder if the bed and everything in there gets reset after they're done.
Who's in charge of cleaning that shit up after that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like is it like like the night that the two, it was Tyler
and Kay and Natalie.
Like,
then I was telling JC, I was like, the girls one is like way bigger, and
dude,
it's like a little.
They got a freaking tent out of like Harry Potter. That tent they set up in Deathly Hallows was like a freaking.
But I also said the guys have better rooms than the girls.
That's true.
Like their rooms are.
Did you realize that the guys got the better villa?
The guys get the better like rooms in the villa, and the girls have like small little rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, the girls got like Motel 6 rooms, and the guys got freaking
like a room, like an actual room.
Yeah, penthouse rooms with showers big enough to have threesomes in. Apparently. So
those showers are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do a lot in that shower. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Oh dang.
I feel bad for Shantae.
Yeah.
She's like, I mean, part of me wishes she would have the courage to at least like kiss a guy to see how Brian feels.
Because Brian would freak out.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
There's some guys there that
it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Like, bro, what?
Fuck it, Shantae. Go in there and have a threesome. See how he likes it. See what happens.
I totally think he'd be like, oh, I thought she loved me, and I should be there for me. I could totally see him playing the victim. Like Grant plays the victim all the time.
Yes.
Brianna is the exact same.
Yeah.
Brianna, what's her name? She should have a threesome with two guys.
That's what he said. Yeah.
No.
Just do it.
Ashley,
just do it.
Oh yeah, with the two guys, she has a love triangle.
She does have two guys after her. Like,
just do it. Just do it. Fuck it. Who cares?
What are the names? Oh, and then I think we forgot to mention the one guy left. He eliminated himself.
Case.
And then he
came back. I was like, damn.
That was
so that's where I think we get a little bit where Taylor's gonna have something, where she might.
Yeah. And I kind of understood why he did that though, and I was like, that was the first time ever, and I was just like, I understand it, but at the same time, though, bro, come on, it's competition, dude. Like,
I feel
grow a pair, and
I don't know if that was fully the reason. There might have been some behind the scenes thing. Either he tested positive for like the flu or COVID or something, and they were trying to quarantine him. I don't know, because that feels kind of weird for him to want to leave and then come back. Like they almost staged that as a way to.
That's what I'm saying. Like I kind of feel like that. I don't know.
The excuse didn't match. It was
I don't think I mean, I don't think it was that. I just feel like that he just left, and then Mark him and Mark probably talked to more off camera, and he was like, "Don't leave, just and don't leave the experience and everything." And,
we did like how Mark pulled aside Taylor.
Oh, Taylor, yeah, and she was all like, because she said everyone leaves. Yeah, she reminded me of a lot, and it's because she said it countless times. The body language. Of it's a drama scripted show, One Tree Hill. Peyton, remember she wrote down people always leave. She wrote down that it was like a street light, and it had red, yellow, and green, and so it was always red, and she's all like, people always leave. And I just everything what she was saying, everything that it just embodied that. But obviously this is a character, that was a character, this is real life, and so I saw that a lot in her.
I do, as much as my
favorite show, by the way, One Tree Hill.
Yeah. As much as I don't like all the girls, I do hope the best for them. Like, there's not one that I'm like, oh my God, they're awful people. Like, they're all have their own, what they're going through, their problems, their insecurities, whatever that they have to work on, they have to grow from. But I all wish them the best. Now, the guys are a whole different story. I do hope the best for Lino. I think he's the only guy that I can tolerate. The other three guys, I'm like, well, go away. Like, you get what you get, you know? Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, to be fair, they bring the drama. So,
yeah.
For the show, I'm like, all right. But and I'm also like, I'm like you, like, I don't necessarily love all the girls, but I do hope that they understand their worth after all this, especially for the three boys, especially. Because, man, if they can do this, like I said, if they could do this on screen, they've been doing stuff behind your back. It's obvious.
Yeah.
Do you see any of the guys having significant growth by the end of the show?
Just Lino?
No, I don't see.
But that's it. But I mean, the rest of them, no.
Yeah.
Just from the comments we've seen, you know.
And the fact that they justify everything they do as it's fine.
Yeah.
Or it's her. Mm-hmm. That kind of thing. That I don't think so. No.
Do you see any significant growth from the women?
Ashley,
yes.
Taylor for sure. Shantae, unfortunately, I don't. And Alexa, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm the same. I think. Yeah. Those.
Ashley and Taylor trying to find themselves in this, that they're worth more. You know, Shantae, I would love to see it. I just don't right now because I worry about her going back to him.
Honestly, both Ashley and Taylor, after the first bonfire, they could have easily been like, I'm going to go find a guy and, like, you know, go wild.
Right.
And they don't. They've actually tried to weigh their options. Both of them. They're still trying to go through the process, not just be like, come here, let's go make out and stuff. Like,
yeah.
Because they could have easily done that. They could have easily been like, let me just get somebody to make out with to get over it.
Right.
Or to pay back.
I mean, that's kind of the thing, the mentality. Like, girls will take longer to get over the end of a relationship.
Not always. There's girls that don't.
Not always.
Well, most of the time, right? You know, Ashley says she's single, but she's not just like jumping in with anybody just for fun, right? You know, same with Taylor. But then you got freaking Grant, Brion, who are just like, boom.
Yeah, relationship's over. All right,
yeah,
let's go next
over.
one.
Let me get some new ass, basically, you know? So, whatever. So, but... All right. Well, when we record again, we're going to talk about episodes 6, 7, and 8.
Do you mean I can't watch the rest of that?
Well,
we might as well finish it.
Here's what we can look forward to on these episodes. Obviously, we'll see the results of that bonfire where everybody learns what everybody's been doing, how the Temptation Haven reactions. We get the video messages.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Video message time. Who sends one, who doesn't. And there's also a thing here on the synopsis that says the men and women must decide if they'll take Mark's offer. No idea what that is. And then finally, episode 8, Mark meets with the participants like a candid footage and review lessons learned before their final overnight dates. One thing I have enjoyed about this season 2 that I wanted to mention, they're getting out of the villa more.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whether it's beach days, pickleball stuff, shopping, going out to
really
restaurants.
like that a lot. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that. You know, obviously these are different villas from the previous seasons. I don't even know if they're still on Maui or if they're even in Hawaii still. You know, I'm not sure exactly. But this has been fun to watch. I like what they've done this season with it. I'm interested to see what these video messages are going to turn out to be once we get through to that part. And what this offer Mark makes to them.
I want to know what that is.
I want to know what that is too. So we'll talk about episodes 6, 7, and 8 next. And then after that, we'll discuss episodes 9 and 10. 9 is it looks like the overnight dates, and 10 is the final bonfire where everybody makes their decisions. And I will say all these episodes are running about 55, 54, 56 minutes. The final bonfire says it's an hour and 6 minutes. So we'll get
hell yes.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they're going to film a reunion. I'm going to try and keep my eye on the news, or my ears and eyes, and research and look to see if they actually give us some sort of reunion episode that they're going to film later. Whether it's
live
virtual or taped, honestly, I probably would be easier. And then just kind of go from there. But people keep watching it. Look, you couldn't have asked for better timing if you set up Temptation Island, because Love is Blind by far was probably one of the most boring seasons they had. And the only thing carrying it was the fact that it was the 5-year anniversary of the original Love is Blind season when it first started.
Yeah,
that was the big marketing point. But it was such a down season for stuff that happened, and Temptation Island starts right after, and it's just bringing all the great drama, all the stuff we want to see on reality TV,
all the craziness,
and a host that is really calling people out on their bullshit too. So it's kind of great to see.
Yes,
so,
we love Mark.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us on this week's episode. Once again, I'm JC at Squinty4 on Twitter, joined by my beautiful wife Tina.
Adios, stay safe, guys.
And across the computer screen, we got...
What's going on, guys? Ryan D, equal Ryan 680. And this is my beautiful wife. Sorry, I forgot. This is my beautiful wife, Angela.
I forgot.
Jesus.
Yeah,
really.
Sorry.
Yeah, Angela, that cat lady Angela.
Damn.
Angela, you gonna take Brian back after all that shit?
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. The more I hear it, the more I'm just like, please with one anything.
You're not gonna tempt me.
Sorry, I'll tempt her. It's all right.
The ick. I feel it, guys. The ick.
It feels the ick. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. For more of the Island of Reality podcast, be sure to look for us wherever you get your podcasts. Feel free to subscribe and leave us a review. You can follow us on Twitter at Isle of Reality. That's at ISLE of Reality. And we're on Facebook, facebook.com/Island of Reality. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think of today's topics. And if you prefer to contact us anonymously, we're at Island of Reality podcast at gmail.com. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time.